Deep in the heart of western Alabama lies the small community of Forkland, home to around 400 people. Integral to this tight-knit community is farming and the Forkland Community Farmers Cooperative.
Well, I'm Willie Sashington. I am the president of the Forkland Community Farmers. Okay, well, I was born and raised here in Alabama, so in my early years before I finished school and left here and what have you, my father used to farm, and we did a lot of farming. Everything we ate, we grew it, you know. And so, just say I've been in farming most of my life.
For about 15 years, I'm 75 now, and about 15 years I lived out of the state, and I didn't work on the farm. But when I moved back, my whole objective was to come back and start some type of farming operation of my own, which I did. Which I bought about 30 head of cows, and I started raising cows. So I did that for about 20 years, and had some issue with getting the proper land and the amount of land to operate. After you get about 85 head of cows, you got to have the proper place to, put them.
Okay, first of all, I want to state that I was farming ever since I was 7 years old. My grandfather and all of they taught us how to be there every day, be on time, check your field, not every day, but every other day. Make sure you go out and protect. But you can tell by your growth, your worms and everything, just by pulling your vegetables up and looking at the leaves. You can tell how much water it needs and everything.
Comprised of lifelong farmers and natives of western Alabama, the Forkland Community Cooperative started in 2021 with several community members recognizing an opportunity.
Well, we all started out as individual farmers, and then a group of ladies came by and asked us would we be interested in getting a cooperative. So we all sit down and we talked about it, and we came to an agreement that we gonna try. So we started out, we got 16 or 17 men in the group as we speak. And we moving right along. And we got 3 women, Bev, Diane, and Miss Haskins. Not Miss Haywood. 3 women. We got 3 women in there also.
Well, I got pushed into being serious because I'm retired. I'm a Vietnam veteran, I'm retired. I really didn't want to do it because I can't really go out there and farm, but I've been farming at least 5 acres here for at least about 20 years. So when they offer to have a cooperative, I said, okay, I can give them some land, and I joined the place, and they have my permission to have the organization and everything here at the Eagle Nest.
My cousin, she called me and asked me would I be interested, because I didn't know anything about it at the particular time, but she called me and asked me would I be interested in being the president of the group. So I told her, I said, well, that should not be a problem, simple reason, because I've been president of several groups. Wasn't farmers group, but it was groups, so this one here came out to be all right. But it took me back from a lot of the stuff that I did when I was coming up, farming and what have you. But more than now, we just got more equipment instead of mule and plow. So see, I come up with a mule and a plow.
The Forkland Cooperative is comprised of 12 collective acres in and around Forkland, Alabama. The cooperative grows a variety of produce, including watermelons, squash, corn, peas, okra, tomatoes, kale, broccoli, and turnips.
I seen that if we can work together, excuse me, if we can work together and work as one, we can do a lot of things. We can move a lot of material, whatever, and we can get a lot of supplies and get our vegetables and stuff all in one place at one time. Because see, by we being out in a rural area, we had to have refrigerated trucks and keep the stuff cool to a certain temperature and all that kind of stuff. And being out here, we don't have that, but it's on the way from the Federation, ASAP.
The Federation of Southern Cooperatives and the Alabama State Association of Cooperatives are both proud to support the work of the Forkland Community Cooperative by providing them with a network of resources to ensure their continued growth and production.
Yeah, when we first started out, we didn't have nothing but walk behind tillers. And now we got a brand new Kubota tractor out there with this and that and the other, and it's cut out a lot of that tiller work. And we thank God for that, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't know where we'd be.
We got some good people, Andre and all them. They make sure you get anything you need and whatever you need. And one thing about them, they honest with them. They don't cut the buck or nothing like that. They don't tell you no lie. If they can't get it, they gonna tell you they can't get it. They are truthful.
We got some people that work over at the Federation, and we'll get with them like whatever we need or whatever to better ourselves. For us, like our plants and seeds and fertilizer and all this good stuff. But the Federation, they sponsor a lot of that stuff. And then a lot of it we get for ourselves if we can't get it from them. And the Federation they're real good about supplying your needs.
Well, you know, I ran into an issue back here a couple of years ago with my own personal tractor. And at the time I couldn't afford to fix it. And I figured with being in a co-op where they finally issued us a tractor, so that kind of give you some outlook on what you're trying to do, because if you ain't got the proper equipment to work with, farming is pretty tough. And then today's time, farming is a lot modern than it was in the old days, you know, and you got to modernize yourself with, you know, the type of farming that you're doing. And if you don't do that, you're pretty much wasting your time, really, to be honest with you.
Despite their years of experience as individual farmers, the collective benefit of their cooperative work has been far superior to their individual efforts, as the Forkland Community Cooperative produces food for local grocery stores as well as community food banks throughout the state.
Well, I think we make more money with the co-op than what I would with, because I'm not gonna go out there and do what I could do for myself compared to what I would go out there and do with the co-op.
Okay, first of all, I had an old tractor. That sucker just was running down. And the Elder Giles and all them gave us a new tractor. I grew more vegetables this year than I ever did with those regular tractor I had. And I had a tractor for at least about 30, 40 years.
One thing is getting the proper resources, knowing where to go to get the proper resources. And after knowing, you got to be able to get them. And through this cooperation, with help, we've been lucky enough and blessed enough to get some of the cooperation that we probably wouldn't have got if we was out there on our own.
A lot of young people these days, they don't know how to do nothing but play on the phone and listen to the music and all that kind of stuff. But if they can get with somebody that know how to get them started, that would be a good idea.
Would you say that that's probably the most important portion of cooperatives in general?
Oh yeah, for sure.